What if I told you that the starters could be different types? Some Pokemon fan games have implemented different typings for the starter Pokemon. If you saw my Pokemon Unbound or Pokemon Insurgence Let's Plays, you might have realized this. So now, I have decided to make a video about what could be the new starter typings, if they ever were to get rid of the Water, Fire, and Grass core. Today we will be counting down my top 10 possible starter typings. This video does contain my own bias and ideas, and I do not own any of the media in this video, so no copyright infringement is intended by me. For this video, the types must form a triangle of weaknesses. So type 1 is weak to type 2, which is weak to type 3, which is weak to type 1. And with all that being said, sit back and relax, and enjoy the top 10 possible new starter typings. Number 10. Poison, Ground, and Grass. Okay, so it gets hard to get away from some of the typings in the original trio, especially when it's grass and it's either weak or strong against everything. Grass is good against ground, ground is good against poison, and poison is good against grass. This would be a cool combination because it does give the chance to show off the poison type, which really only shines now due to the fairy typing. Another thing to make this combo last on this list is that currently only grass has a 3-stage evolution line of these 3 types. Ground and poison don't have a 3-stage pure evolution line, and I think that at least one generation of Pokemon would have a pure evolution line. JoJo. Number 9. Electric, Ground, and Water. Water makes a reappearance in this combo, but this is the most similar to the starter typings that we have now, making it next to last on this list. Since Ground is the only typing in this combination without a 3-stage pure evolution line, it ranks just higher than number 10. And I think it's a cool combo, since it is the only one that really gets electric types into the conversation of starter Pokemon. Number 8. Bug, Grass, and Rock combo. Again, we bring back the grass type, but it is a good type to have in a combo triangle. Bug only really gets to shine in this combination, but since Bug and Grass types are so similar in weaknesses, this combination is not the best, and that's why it's so low on this list. Most Bug types also evolve very early on, so if you chose a Bug starter, you'd probably have a fully evolved starter Pokemon when you first battle your rival. Number 7. Grass, Rock, and Flying. Grass and Rock make a lot of good combos, but this one just barely beats out the previous one, since it doesn't have 2 similar typings. This combo also kind of sticks with the elemental theme, giving more earthy elements, so I like it just a little bit more than number 8. Number 6. Fire, Ice, and Ground. Finally, we get to see the Fire type make an appearance on this list. I really wanted to do a Fire Fairy combo, but since Fire is only resistant to Fairy and not strong against it, it doesn't work out. This combo takes a nice combo of opposites with Fire and Ice. Now Ground is a nice addition to this combo, since Ice is rarely used now that Fairy takes care of the Dragon typing. This is the last entry on this list that has one of the current starter typings, but it is my favorite with a current starter type. Number 5. Fighting, Rock, and Flying. Breaking into the top 10, we have this unique combination. Flying really drags down on this combo since the only pure flying type is Tornadus. We really need more pure flying types. This combo uses some of the most common typings you can have to battle: rock Pokemon in caves and with hikers, flying Pokemon with bird catchers and Fly HM users, and fighting with the black belts. Due to commonality, this combo just gets to number 5 on this list. Number 4. Fighting, Ice, and Flying. This entry is essentially the same as the last, but just a bit cooler. Pardon the pun. I really feel like Ice types get overshadowed. I like them, but I rarely use them since they are usually found so late in the game. And an Ice type is very essential in Sinnoh. But other than that, Ice types rarely get used, so I like to see Ice types in this combination. Number 3. Fighting, Psychic, and Dark. I'm so glad I get to use this combination. Some people consider this the second triangle of weaknesses, but I think not. This is a fun combination, but with commonality in fighting trainers, the overpowered in psychic types in early generations, and dark type not having a full pure 3-stage evolution, I just don't like this combination more than the other two above it. I do think this is cool, but like the last entry, this is very highly offensive, meaning they hit, they don't really defend. Unless the Pokemon is like dual typed, which it causes it to outrank the last entry just a little bit. Number 2, Ice, Ground, and Rock. If you watch Pokemon Unbound, you know this was the starter combination. I really enjoyed this being the starter types, and I had a lot of fun seeing Ice types early on in the game. I had a lot of fun playing Unbound, so that probably explains why this combination is so high on this list. When I think of new starter typings, this trio often comes to mind, but since Ground has no pure 3-stage evolution line, it just misses out on that top spot. Finally, what you've been waiting for, number 1, Fairy, Fighting, and Steel. How could I not have a Fairy and Steel combo on this list? I really wanted a Poison Fairy combo, but that doesn't work out in the triangle. I really do like this combination. Now, if you know me, I don't really care for the Fairy typing, but I made it work for this list. I couldn't add Ghost or Dragon since they primarily run against themselves, but I got a Fairy type into this combination. This is probably the most solid new starter types since it allows none of the current starter types, and each of these types has a pure 3-stage evolutionary line. This would give the chance to let the Steel types shine outside of its defensive prowess since it is good on Fairy. And if you've been paying attention, I really like shining light on some of those underused typings. Well, that does it for this list. I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did enjoy, leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more content from me. Also, go follow me on Twitter at ChaosMay006 to stay updated on what's going on with the channel. That does it from me, folks. Thanks for watching. I'm ChaosMay006, signing off. Burn it up.